second, babe. So I do have a rising appreciation today. This won't be just like a regular download, but I do some thank you for the gifts, baby. Let me lift this up some. It's down too low. So if those of you did not check out my most recent upload that I just did today, I had did a very beautiful spiritual bath last night. I might show a little glimpse of what I did. And I began to think of my grandmother and my grandmother's touch. And the fact that she was actually in there with me, but her hands were moving through my hands. See, we are our ancestors. Sometime in the spirit realm, you be thinking their physical form of energy will come here and help you. But really, our ancestors' poems is in our poems. When they made that, it's somewhat like that dragon movie I seen on Disney. When Sisu finally came back into contact with her dragon ancestors, before they left, they all formed a circle to give their most greatest power and give their gifts to the chosen one. So our ancestors held hands in circles to give us these gifts, also with our own gifts that we have within us, but they believed in us so much that they gave all of their life force to us. So you wonder why you don't see most of your relatives in dreams. You see other people, relatives, or you get energy or you feel them near you. That is because they are within us. Because I felt my grandmother's giving me a bath last night. Do y'all remember those baths that your grandparents give you? Them baths that your grandparent give you, oh, them boys are spiritual. They've been spiritual since the time they walked in the bathroom to wash you up. And your grandma give you that good old bath, and I was picturing myself in different realities while in this spiritual bath. I had my candles, my sage. I had so many different things in this bath. And the only person I wanted to give me a bath and bathe me was my grandmother. And as I'm washing my hair in a spiritual bath last night, y'all, my hands, I got rough and I felt my hands like lighten up. And my grandmother said, I hear her. She said, don't be so rough. Be gentle. So she washed my hair. I'm washing it. It's me physically washing it, but it's her energy from my palms. And I feel my grandmother's touch washing my scalp. And I was about to take the water from my spiritual bath and rinse my hair. My grandmother said, no. Run the water and let the water go into the bowl and then rinse your hair. You want to rinse your hair with running water. And when I tell you that was a spiritual bath indeed. And when I started talking about my grandmother last night, I had a message for y'all, collective. Those of you that catch this live and those of you that missed it, it don't matter. It still hits you, baby. I am so thankful to be on this planet with y'all. I am so honored to be on this realm with y'all. Because they don't understand this generation is the whistleblowers. Yeah, we may have lost a few. We may have not had a few that awakened yet. But this generation, we are healing each other's childhood trauma. We are also healing each other's inner child. We are alerting each other of clarification that you're not insane like they told you you were. You're not mentally impaired like they made you believe. We are doing this so collectively together. Y'all don't understand it. Y'all not selfish with y'all spiritual bath recipes. Y'all not selfish with the knowledge that the divine give y'all. See, our elders back then, they were silenced. Some of them were selfish. Some of them knew the word but wouldn't give it to us. They only gave us the Bible. But some of them were silenced. And we know the ones that were silenced. Come on now, we didn't hear this information like that as a child. We didn't know why we connected with Michael Jackson. We didn't know why we connected with certain music tunes. Nobody explained it to us. Nobody explained it to us. Matter of fact, they kept it sacred. They wanted you to go out here and work harder for the knowledge when they could have given it to us and just alerted us on it. Of course, you can't wake us up. We gonna wake up when we are called to wake up. But the fact that all of us get on this platform, and I know a lot of people say, oh, y'all be on that social media, talk about everything. You ain't supposed to tell everything. Spirit like that. Because collectively, we are waking each other up. We are giving each other the push nobody on this planet in our physical reality, our cousins, family, aunties, mothers, brothers have given us. They told us we was insane. If y'all don't see we on this journey together, I don't know what to tell you. And I thank y'all for giving that information. I thank y'all for believing in my information, my collective downloads, because y'all clarify me on things as well as I clarify y'all on things. We're in this together. I'm so proud of y'all, chosen one. I'm so proud to be on this planet with the whistleblowers. Because we blew that whistle and we blew it till the breath in our lungs was gone. We blew that whistle until we couldn't even talk for about 3 days. We got up on there. We told each other what to do, what not to do. How they been entrapping us. What spiritual recipes we need. We got up here and showed you the Yoni Steam Pearl recipe. We ain't just say come buy it. We showed you how to make it yourself. Just like y'all give people y'all recipes to cook a meal. You don't know who you helping. Somebody just got married and his wife can't even cook. And you done show her a recipe. You see what you just did, chosen one? And you think you just was called to do that video just because of entertainment. You did that because you helped somebody else achieve something. And that's why y'all get y'all motherfucker. That's why y'all get y'all abundance. That's why y'all keep being blessed. That's why y'all keep getting downloads. Because the spirit realm trusts y'all with it. Because y'all know when you speak, you are showing another one away. But we know how to keep certain downloads to ourselves now. We know how to be sacred, and that's the good thing about it. I'm just so proud of y'all. I'm proud of all of us collectively. And I'm not gonna lie, most of the elders that's a little bit older and they still they try to form into who we are, but you can kind of tell they still stuck in their ways. I don't trust them. I trust the elders that want to awaken as well, because they've been asleep for so long. You will know the difference. You will get the discernment from different elders. But there's still some elders that will try to pretend to know what you know and say, I knew it all along. But why didn't you teach us? When you called us dumb and you're just a stupid child. When you called us those names, we are who taught us to be stupid. We learned it from our grandparents. We learned it from our aunties. We learned it from our relatives. We a product of you, what you taught in the household. So if we stupid, you just as stupider. Bye. Bye. I don't trust certain elders. The ones that decided to be silent and watch us suffer. The ones that knew the truth all along. And they had the push to tell us, but they didn't, because they wanted to keep this information for self. You see how selfish certain elders were? Tell the baby how. You don't know what me and my child just had to do. Don't tell me how to parent baby. Ashe. You don't know what he just did before this video. You don't know nothing. So you ought to stop and be quiet when they come to my children. No, that was it. You say it was no disrespect, but it was. Because I don't put my children on this platform for others to have opinions on. So if my children not in the screen and I told them not to be in there, you have no right to say anything about that. But anywho, I don't trust certain elders. You're gonna see. You probably already seen a lot of elders try to backstab the youth. But you cannot do what has already been done to you, to the generation that's called to come out here and speak this. We have been collectively doing our purpose while having fun. They told us this knowledge would get us clipped off the planet. Remember they told us that, Chosen One? They told us it would get us clipped, which is off the planet when we start talking this knowledge. Y'all want to say, oh, we send protect, we pray for them, I'm praying for them. They told us this knowledge will take our lives. Basically like a suicide, right? But did we give a fuck? No. And that's what some elders can't understand. We didn't give a fuck. We were already doomed the moment we stepped on this planet and seen that we had to go through all this shit. This much of a curse than it is a blessing, huh? We knew. So if we already on the way out of here, we might as well whistle blow. We might as well talk. We might as well wake this motherfucking planet up. We might as well make a boom before we exit. How about that, Chosen One? And you wonder why so many people were clipped off from back in the day. Because they didn't have a community like we do. They didn't have many people around the globe like we do. And some people were awakened back then. And I do see that. But where were you when we needed that? Okay, our parents could have kept you isolated and hid it from us. But growing up, I only met great people at one point in time. I didn't meet spiritual people like us. I didn't meet people that spoke this knowledge the way we do, y'all. Chosen ones. I didn't see this. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. And I'm not going to sit up here and lie. I knew I was connected to certain people, but I couldn't understand why, because they were silenced too. They were silenced. Our celebrities. See, I want to tell you, Michael Jackson, I want to tell you something. I'd rather just put it in a song and you got to listen to your discernment. That's good enough. Just like the Bible, you got to search through it before you get something. But they never told us anything. They were afraid. They were scared. They were in fear. We looking for them on interviews to tell us, like, come on, tell us. Come on, Whitney, tell us what was in that letter, Whitney. Come on, Michael, tell us who's evil, Michael. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. But they never told us. It's like they was at the peak of telling us what we needed to know. And as soon as they get there, they stop. No. This new generation, this new whistleblowers, such as ourselves in your 20s, early 30s, a little bit in your middle 30s, could go up to 40, honestly. I'm not really going to say that because I know a few 40-year-olds from the ages, from these babies being born now up into the 30s. We the ones. They said, don't, cousin. I remember when I first started coming out talking about things on my platform, on my YouTube, because when I did my YouTube, you want to know what I did my YouTube? If you want to know anything about my past and you want to know about my dirtiness, go watch my YouTube from the first video I ever posted. And see how bloated my face was while doing so. Because for all these years, I was stuffed with other people's baggage. And I was stuck with my own. And I didn't have no way to release it. Because they cut me off from even releasing mine. When I attempt to heal, they come back and suffer. Because let me tell you something. I had so many relatives say, I wish I had the courage you have to get up here and tell what happened to you. I'd be scared. Oh, you better be careful, cuz saying all that stuff. You better be careful. They was basically wishing that I was gonna get some way, some form, in some trouble, or I was gonna do this and do that. But then they see when I start whistleblowing, I actually start achieving the abundance that the divine always had for me. I showed y'all on my YouTube, and I exposed my whole motherfucking family. I exposed all they ass, because you gotta start somewhere. We all are in this together. We all had to go through traumatic family occultist relationships. We all had to have the witch in the family that was taking souls from the children. We all had to experience the abuse, the actual abuse, the SAN, the child manipulation, the child abandonment. We all dealt with that collectively together. I just had the courage to get up there and do it. And Spirit told me I won't get to the heavens if I don't face the hell that was presented to me. And I showed y'all. I showed you what it was like. And when I started speaking, yeah, a lot of attacks came. Oh, you damn right they did. But I didn't get upset. I didn't get afraid. I said, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going until I can't go no more. You hear me? I kept going until my feet was blistered. I kept going until my voice would crackle for days because I wouldn't shut up. I kept going because I knew somebody out there was going to hear me and see me. And when they took Rashad Jamal, oh, that hurt. That hurt because that was the first masculine or first person to ever clarify me on what it was that I was already experiencing. My whole life I was told, you got a white person's kind of love. You need to marry a white person and get that love back. Whole time I have a love that can heal all. I have a love that's godly. And you will label it as colorist because my love is more pure, authentic. I love all things. I love children. I love animals. I love nature. I love God. I love the demons that somehow hid within my vessel when I was broken. I learned how to love the monster. I see the dirt and the wicked and the ones that's peaceful. I see the wicked in them. I find more interest in the broken child than the healed child at one point. Because we were all broken before. And we put ourselves back together, chosen one. That's why I say, can't nobody take accountability for what the fuck the 144 has been doing. Your parents can't even take accountability. They be like, oh, your child turned out really good in life. Wow. Congratulations, you raised a good child. They like, I showed it. I taught them everything they know, but then they can't do it no more because the people starting to see. No. Well, then why you still operating like that? Why you still out here fighting and jumping and doing all this evil stuff? Why you still gossiping? Why you still doing illegal activity to get funds? Oh, you did that new FEMA, huh? You did that? You did the insurance fraud? You did that too? Why you doing all that to get abundance? And this person over there, they left the whole family alone. Not one, not two. They left the whole family on both sides. And they went on their journey, and the divine told them if they turn back, they should turn into stone, and they should be stuck in the vibrations that you are in. So since they on their journey, and every time I go check them out, they look good than the motherfucker. Damn, that baby look good. Damn, she looked better than what she was before we left. We let her slip out of our hands. Damn, we ain't never gonna meet another source like that. Damn, her children are beautiful. Her life blissful. We still don't know much about her personal life, but I would wish to know, but from the looks of everything, she's happy. She's content. She's vibrant. She's abundant. She's verbal. She don't have to steal, clip, or take from anybody to get what she's rightfully owned. You want to know why it take us longer to get things, chosen one? Because we ain't out here taking, lying, abandoning, abusing others to get it. We ain't out here robbing others to get it. We see what they got, we want it. We actually manifesting. We actually are the frequency of the currency of money. We actually are abundance. You want to know how you abundant? Let me tell you how. You can wake up and actually choose which vibration you want to be in. Some people can't. They get right up and submit to their fucked up behaviors. Chosen one, see, you get up and you say, I'm gonna actually be happy today. I'm gonna drink some tea today, cause we got the teacup that say make today amazing. We okay over there. We got some days we wake up, we don't want to be bothered. This is why we abundant. This is why we get whatever we manifest and put our intentions to. So if you want somebody out of your reality, all you gotta do is think it and speak it. Maybe write it down. And there it goes. It's already in the wind. You want to know why the divine favor you and give you whatever it is you desire? Even when the divine gods, I had a God come to me himself spiritually, and it was a masculine. And he asked me when I was fasting. He said, what do you wish to have? Whatever you want, you shall have it. The voice was so calm, so nurturing. I be trying to do it in my masculine voice, but I can't. Because it was so godly. It was so pure. I'm telling you, it was a bronze copper color God. I'm telling you, I know their voices. I know how they Adam's apple writhe and shizzle when they speak. And I told him while fasting, I just want to have a stronger connection and bond with you all. My whole life I've been like that. And when I tell you, it's like he spiritually hugged me and he went off into distance. And I felt tears, and how I'm feeling them now. And this is why my ancestors and the gods do anything for me. Because I don't take the actual wishes that the divine give me to ask for and ask for material things. This is why I get wherever I look my eyes at and my intentions go, ooh, he's handsome. And I actually get him. Ooh, that's a nice car. And I actually get it. Ooh, that's a nice house. And I actually get it. So if I don't have something right now, it's for protection. I don't look at it as lack. Spirit don't want me to have it right now. Because I know whatever it is I want, I get it. Because I don't ask for what the typical person asks for. I ask for a better connection with the spirit realm. I ask for a better connection with who I am. I want to see my life. Show me the dirt. Show me my reflection. I remember as a little girl, my mom had days where she couldn't afford us, much Christmas gifts, right? And I knew this, but she was so bitter with who I was since a child. She could hardly see the beauty I always presented her with. And that just made my heart feel away a little bit. I believe I was about 7 years old, maybe 7 or 8. And my mama said, write down y'all list. And on my list, I wrote down 3 things. I never forget it. Because when she seen it, she looked at me and she felt sad. But she looked at me and was like, you a different kind. I wrote down I wanted a mannequin head doll because I wanted to learn how to do hair so I can make money for my family. I wrote down socks and a coloring book. I never forget it. I always love socks, still to this day do. I love coloring books, still to this day do. I love doing hair. I do my own. I don't want to be a service to others. Don't put my life in your hand. Don't put your life in my hands because I might mess you up and I don't want to take accountability for that. But I will have to. So no, I don't want your funds. Go to somebody that got some better experience. I can do mine good, but I be messing up on mine a lot too. But them filters make it look a little better, okay? That's my guilty pleasure, okay? That's my little secret. Them filters don't show that lace, okay? But that lace be there, baby. Because in person, you go see it from 5 feet away. But I looked at my siblings list. It was 2 other siblings. I had another sibling. She was a little baby. She couldn't really say what she wanted. And you looked at my brother and my sister list. They had a long list. Race car, this, that, this. And I looked at both of them. I said, y'all know mama can't afford that right now. Why y'all asking for all that stuff? That's what I say. I said, that's mean. They like, we don't care. We want Christmas gifts. That's how they is to this day. That brother, in and out of prison. Sister, wicked as can be. Still to this day. They wanted them 2 siblings to have my destiny so bad. But they couldn't give what I was giving godly. And that's why on that Christmas, my mama had a little male friend. You know how you got a beautiful mama. She got a lot of friends. And he ended up getting us a lot of stuff for Christmas. And you want to know who list he took look into more? Mine's. Instead of 1 pair of socks, he got me like 5, 6 pair. He got me a long coat that was so beautiful. When I wore it, I felt like it was a cape. He got me some boots, some shiny boots. He got me a mannequin. He got me a baby doll. He got me 2 coloring books, 2 packs of crayons. He got my sibling stuff too, but they didn't get all they asked for on that list. My brother was like, he was even ungrateful. Where my car at? My race car. And my brother, 2 years older than me, 1 year older than me. They didn't get all they wanted on their list. But I got what I wanted plus more. And I'm like, dang, I didn't ask for a baby doll. And I told my mama when I came downstairs. It was no gifts down there. I was like, it's okay. Mama couldn't afford it, y'all. And my siblings, they mad, they sad. And I go up there and I give my mama a hug. And she often rejected a lot of my hugs. I gave her a hug. And I said, I love you. And we went upstairs. They told us to go upstairs. We thought they was mad at us, but I was actually sad for my mama. I actually sympathized with my mother because I knew how it felt to not make your children happy, but it's okay. I'm happy. We had a big old house. Not much furniture, but it was a big house. We all had our own rooms. We shared just because we were scary at night. Well, I was. And my mother called us downstairs with her boyfriend. He called us downstairs. He said the name in order. He said the baby first, my other sister, my brother, and he called me last. I come down the stairs. My siblings come down. They mad, unhappy. I'm gonna go bake some cookies. That's how I was. And I came downstairs. And the living room with no furniture was filled with gifts. It was my brother gifts over here, my sister gifts on that wall, my baby sister gifts over there, and my gifts right there. And I'm like, and I ought to believe that a lot of the spiritual gifts and abundance and monetary gain that my parents were getting was because of me. That's why some people hate your life, chosen one, when you leave their life. Because they no longer can attract abundance the way you do. Your energy, your frequency is abundance. Because wherever you go, the gods are there with you. No matter how much they tortured me, no matter how much they did the vile things to me, the relatives, somehow I was still abundant. I will sing. I got my voice. I go outside singing. I used to hustle up on money. Hey, let's go lie. Sister, let's go lie and say it's our birthday to get money from strangers. That was back in the day. Them strangers was like family. We used to get money. I'm not doing readings right now, babe. And I know I'm emotional, y'all, but taking a memory back into my childhood, these are the things that were erased from my memory for so long, y'all. And thank you for the 13 people on here that find interest in this story. These were erased from me because trauma piled up so thickly on my small vessel from the age 4 on up. Every time I got something blissful from the divine, they treated me even fucked up. So I wouldn't but remember that I got a blessing from the divine. I remember the only thing asking my auntie for Christmas. I don't want gifts. I don't care. At 16, I want to bake cookies listening to Mariah Carey. All I want for Christmas is you. Let's drink some hot cocoa and let's have family night. No one could ever fulfill that manifestation that I wanted. But my children do. I give them exactly what I asked for. It's not about how many gifts you received. It's about the enjoyment you feel, the snow you see that touch the ground. I know the snow is man-made. Don't put it in your mouth now. You might get sick. But it's beautiful to see earth and see things just come into the fruition the way it do. Do you want hot cocoa? Do you want some marshmallows and that little honey on, little cinnamon on there? You want some baked cookies? And we create our own holiday. Because like I say, trauma took away a lot of my holidays. Because I couldn't remember them. But now I'm able to remember my childhood and see my life and the light that I always was surrounded by. I always seen deeper in people. I always sympathized with people. I always loved people. Even the ones that never could love me. You want to know something? You want to know how forgiving God is? Look at your child. When you discipline them, they love you even more the next day. They love you just the same. That's why I can't see how people can just beat and hawk, smash, and hurt a child. Because the next day or 20 minutes later, that child gonna look at you like you the best thing that ever happened to them. You want to know how God loves? Look at a child. After you done said some mean things to hurt that baby feelings, 5 minutes later, they coming in there with the puppy eyes. I love you, mommy. And it's pure. It ain't forced. It ain't told. You ain't told to do that. That's how God loved, and that's how I always loved. And you wonder why I tell y'all I actually speak affirmations for my enemies. When I sing to the moon, I gave y'all a glimpse of some of the ritual moons I do. And it's nothing negative. It's just I go out there, light me a flame, and I sing to the moon. I no longer care about monitoring spirits because I'm being monitored by the divine gods. I'm being monitored by nature. The moon calls me at night. They hear me. I hear when Mother Earth is crying. On my grandfather's birthday, when I dropped my tears, I cried like a baby. And right after that, it rained when it didn't even say it was going to rain. And it rained on my grandfather's birthday. When I let my last lantern off, it rained. It sprinkled at first. And I felt my grandfather crying with me. I sing to the moon, I sing to earth because they watch me. Nature, I've been doing that since a little girl, since I found out I can sing. I go out there in my back patio and I sing with nature. The trees be moving. Hey, I may not got a hit record, but they see me in a light that ain't nobody ever. This is my first stage. Nature. That's my stage. And that's what I do. To see myself like that and to remember certain things about my childhood that were just so of God, I say. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Some of you were beautiful people since the day you were put on this planet. Trauma just made you forget how beautiful you were. But I'm here to tell you, keep on healing. Keep on vibrating high, and you shall remember the beautiful glow that you always had. So that spiritual bath that I had last night, I supposed to do it on the full moon, y'all. And I was needed for one. But I was being petty. I ain't gonna lie. I was being petty. Because I felt a few people trying to channel me on that full moon. I felt a few people trying to peek in my life and get some energy on that full moon. So when all those attacks or all those projections, I will say, because they're not really attacks, projections, all those projections that were happening and that energy I was feeling from others, somehow I wasn't called to do a spiritual bath, because if I did a spiritual bath, I wouldn't have been able to transmute all that energy, because the spiritual bath would have released all this shit and I'd be like, damn. And after I do the spiritual bath, they would have still been channeling on that full moon, trying to take energy, but projection thinking they taking energy, but really they're not taking nothing but, old, outdated, dirty energy, because it needed to be cleansed. I did my full moon bath last night, but it was on like not waxing. It was like a quarter of the moon. It's going back it's going back in time. And to feel my grandmother's presence. My grandmother was here this time. My grandfather like, I ain't gonna wash you up. You better have your grandmama do it. My grandmother was there. Only difference was her energy was there, but she was within me. Rubbing my hands through my hair, I felt my grandmother's palms. When she told me to be gentle, washing myself, she told me what to put in my bath. She said, put that in your bath. Light them candles. Put a little dab of that in there. Go get some of that turmeric. Put that turmeric in there. Put that in there. Now take your left hand and stir it up like a witch's broom, a boom, a bath. You whistle it up. Steam that water. Put a few crystals in there. We need the turbulence. We need the amethyst in there. We need the heart's quartz. We need all these crystals in there. Put it in there so it can steam it up. Now we need you to put on this healing frequency music. Woo. Clear your mind. Before you get in this bath, wash your feet. She told me, don't rinse my body with the water that I'm sitting in. Wash it and rinse it with running water. And when I tell y'all, it was like spiritual, and I seen glimpses of my past life or my life beyond this planet, and then I didn't want nobody but her. And when I got out the tub, she said, now turn on the shower and wash your hair again with Dial soap this time. And she talking to me while my eyes closed and I'm rinsing my water. She said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you when you was 4 years old. Grandma was getting a little ill. And I know that was my daughter because I birthed her. That's no auntie of yours that would do something like that to you. My grandmother didn't even trust her own daughter with me. I slept with my grandmother every night on the couch, up under her big old boobs, protected. I'm snuggled up. My grandmother protected me as she could. But I forgive that relative for doing that to me as a little girl, unlocking things in me that wasn't supposed to be unlocked. But she's dead now. No tea, no shade. My grandmother was apologizing for her wicked children. Her son, they used to lock me in dark rooms. I forgive him, but he's dead. That guy that did that to me at 8 years old, I forgive him, but he's dead. Oh, okay. That wicked mother-in-law that treated me horribly and cast it upon out that my real mother-in-law passed away. She's dead. And when I say dead, she's not transcended. She's dead, where she's gone, and probably won't reincarnate ever. Her generation end with her children and her grandchildren. She might not have many grandchildren due to her situation and the things that she ready to dib and dab in. Okay. They're dead. And no, I didn't wish it on them. But you shall get the karma you receive when you take from an innocent child. When you take from a child. When you unlock the sexual energy of a child at 4 years old. From 4 to 7. And when you take a child's V card, you are doomed. You happy death is what had you. Or else you would have just been suffering here on this planet slowly for the rest of your days. How dare you take from a child and then you program that in the child, and the child think it's normal to do things like that as children. I should be playing with Barbie dolls and I'm thinking about somebody touching my little butt. My daughter is 5 right now. I be looking at my baby and I be like, how? How can somebody look at this and look at that little innocent baby in that way? How can her little bitty booty butt make you look this at her this way? How? It just don't make sense. And mother, to my earth mother, my human mother, how could this stuff happen to you and you trust the people that done it to you with your children? How? But I forgive you. I forgive all. I forgive all that done that. And I apologize for all I have done that to as a child, as a kid, as a baby. To give you that look, to look at me like that. I apologize. For so many years I apologize. Because I thought I was wrong. I thought it was me. My grandmother told me last night in that shower, she said it wasn't you. And you wonder why the chosen ones keep their cheering away from these people. Fuck a holiday. Let's just help each other. Fuck a meetup. I'm protecting mine even from those that helped create me in this physical form. Because you didn't create me from a divine God. They did that and I did it too. So, This was a releasing day, but this was also a clarification for whoever on here. Yeah, I'm emotional, but this is my natural form. I get more blessings by being exactly who I'm supposed to be. So, yeah, be sick. So true, this is hitting your childhood trauma. Release that childhood trauma. And I'm teaching you how about existing in mind. Finding the beauty in all things, even the things that didn't want to see you succeed. No longer blaming yourself for the things that happened to you and the things you done because you were taught to do it. Don't blame you. They forgot to mention the gods, the universe was watching since day one. Been watching. They seen you. They seen your mind go from to. They don't talk about how little girls and little boys be essayed. The next thing you know, they running around here wanting all type of shit from people. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. It comes from that. Some people don't do it again. Some people get hurt. Some people don't want to date the same, sex. Some people don't want to ever date. Some people clip themselves. Some people don't ever want to be touched. Some people sell themselves. Some people get addicted to it. Some people want it as soon as they wake up, as soon as they go to sleep. There's different ways everybody can go about it. Some people can repeat the pattern and do it too. Do it again. Do it to another. Get grown. Do it to another. Do it to a child. Do it to this. Take this. Take this. People can do that. It's many ways that people can go when stuff like that happen to them. But it's you when you break the cycle and you say it ends with me. And you stop it early. And whatever tried to project and come in after that, you know it was projections from the wicked. And they are in trouble for that as well. As far as the labeling and you this, you that, you this, you that, you this, you that. How? But you allowed me to go over people's house that you knew did it to you. And you allowed them to do it to me. Fuck a birthday party. My children go hide me to themselves on their birthday. I don't trust none of them mother peepers. Hey cousin, we miss you. Let's do a sleepover. Fuck you. Anybody coming over there sleeping in hell with you? You ain't finna touch on my children. You ain't finna take my children and turn their lives upside down. You a motherfucking fool. I love you all, and I know I just got deep, and I got into it, but it was meant for me to do so because that was what happened. And the reason why I remember that situation, what happened with my grandmother, because my grandmother apologized to me last night, y'all. I told y'all around this season, your ancestors will come to you a lot more. My grandmother apologized to me in the shower, and I told her it's not your fault. And I said, you're forgiven. And the reason why I've been forgave, I never blamed my grandmother for that. But she blamed herself in the spirit realm. She did. But the gods forgive me just as much as I forgive my grandmother. I said, that's why I'm forgiving, grandmother. She said, yeah. That's why you forgiven. You were just a baby. You were just a baby. You was only on this planet for 4 to 5 years when that happened to you. You was a baby. But they did. I got my justice. They're dead. Now try fucking with me if you want to on that type of timing or that type of death magic or that type of calling, and it attempt to flicker me. Oh, when you tried to put me in under a pneumonia curse the way you did Kim Porter, that was a spell, a heavy ritual, and the fact that I beat pneumonia, you are dead. You're dead. You're dead. I don't talk to dead people or deaf people. Not saying physically deaf because I sympathize with people that cannot hear. No, I don't talk to people that can't hear me on this frequency. No. And I don't speak to Dead vessels. My ancestors ain't dead. They transcended. It's transcended. The dead is the ones that walk amongst you and have no motherfucking soul. It's many of them that label themselves as black, which is dead. They're dead. Clock that T. You better clock. I love y'all. I'll probably be back on here. I'll be back on here later probably to do some tarot. I do got a busy week this week coming up. I work a lot, y'all. So I don't know if I can squeeze on here and come up here. The reason why I do be trying to squeeze y'all in my schedule is because I really love y'all, and I want to give y'all that. You know, when I do my free card pulls or when I do my pricing pulls, I want to give y'all that. So if y'all got y'all notifications on, keep them on. And when y'all see me, come on, let's have fun, let's do this. But I really do be moving around a lot, and then on days when I don't move a lot, I'm busy when I'm laying still. That's busy too, because I'm cutting off access to everything to meditate and to channel what it is I need to channel. I love you all so much, so much, and thank you all for standing here hearing me out. 9 on the chat, 9 people in here. 9 is completion. We completed a cycle, chosen one. It ended with us, and it's gonna begin with us. We are who is on that yellow brick road with Dorothy and all the animals. We got our little cats. We got everything. Oh, y'all, if y'all was here the last few days and I lost my cat, who was on here when I was talking about when my cat ran away? Comment if you was on here when I was talking about my cat running away. Royal. Well, if y'all commenting now, but my baby came home the same night I went live and was talking about it because he was gone for 5 days. But I would say that was the 6th day, but it was like 4 a.m. and I was called to go to bed. I had just got the shower, right? My friend ended up calling me with some stuff he had going on. And then I was finna meditate, and my body got real, and it was pitch dark in my room. I don't even got my candle lit. And I seen a green orb come out my wall and come towards me. It was green, like my cat eyes. And it came out my wall, and it came towards me. And I wasn't scared of nothing. I'm just looking at it. 5 seconds later, I heard, meow. I ain't got on no clothes. I just got the shower, so I got on like this and some little short, or was it like I don't know what I had on, but I had to hurry up and put on something. No, I had on shorts and a shirt. I came out the door. I seen my baby. He was right there by my little garden. I said, come here, baby. And before he came, let me tell you why I trust in the universe so much. The neighbors that own the house next door had cut down a tree that me and my children love so much. It was a baby tree. And when they cut this tree down, I set my right palm on the palm in the middle of the tree. I know the tree hurt, but I couldn't save it for that long. I saved it as much as I could. So I put my palm on it and I said, in my head, I didn't speak my words. I said, just send him back to me. Guide him back home. Please send my baby home to me. I ask that he's protected by all costs. I call on nature to send him home to me. And the green orb came that night, well, that 4 a.m. And my baby came home. I gave my baby a bath. When I tell you he was so excited to be home, all he could do is cry. I know my baby was out there crying for me. He was so cold. 5 days, he's skinny as a mug. He got into a little fight out there, so that was him I heard out there. The other day when I heard cats fighting, I ran out there. Them cats down the street try to run my baby off this block, and they got beef with me forever. Them soulless cats, because the people down the street want to go get every cat they see on the block fixed. You taking their soul. You taking their access to the spirit realm when you go get them fixed. That's stupid. Anywho, it ain't my business. They curse for that. They know they is. That's why they down there looking sick. And I don't judge nobody, but you is. Because I cause judgment on it. I don't give a damn if you hurting the animals. That is judgment to be caused on your life. Because who told you to go and mess with the divines? You never know. These cats are birthing spiritual animals for different people in different areas. And you gonna go stop that creative energy from the cat? So them cats came down here and jumped my baby. He a baby still. My baby, he eating his food. He like, meow. My baby so hurt, like, and so tiny, and I gave my baby a bath. Ashe. Warmed him up some food. Ashe. And I ordered him some natural antibiotics, and I also ordered him some probiotics, and I also ordered him some eye drops. And I know he didn't trust nobody with him. Because one thing about Royal, he didn't even come to me. When he seen me, I was walking up to him. He ran like, hold on, wait, who is this? But when he seen who I was, he came back to the house. He came in. He was super distant at first. His tail was up. Guard was up. He came in the house and he instantly was like, follow me around the whole house. Thank you. He was trying to bust in the kids' door to wake them up, but it was like 4 a.m. It was meant for me to give him a spiritual bath. It was meant for me to lose my baby so that he can be found again. I got up and we walked around this whole block. Royal! Royal Anubis Nirvana! Royal Anubis! Get your butt home. I'm not going to be mad at you. I had the days when I'm like, I'm going to whoop his butt. Then I had the other days when I'm like, I just want my baby. Just send my baby home. And then the night I surrendered and I let it go, Spirit said, he's coming home. And he only had one little scratch, one little puncture mark in his head, meaning as he whooped some ass out there. He ain't no pussy. You feel me? But his little BALLS was hanging. So I know he done got out there and went and got him some. He got that accomplished. But you can tell he was hurt. Because when I gave him his final bath and I put him in a towel and he just laying in my arms, I'm rubbing his head. He looking me in his eye, in my eyes. And guess what, y'all? When I seen him outside, he all black. So when I seen him outside, his little face, he is a baby. His little face. And I seen the same green that it was in my room. Maybe it was the universe that did it, or maybe it was him channeling and put a location on me to find me, because he was looking for me. You can tell because when he got in his house, he a quiet cat. He would not stop meowing. Like he was eating and he kept looking after he kept looking back at me like, she left me? She gone? I'm like, no, baby, I'm not gone. I'm here. I'm sorry. I love you. I'm apologizing for some shit you did. You jumped out the damn window, not me. Anywho, y'all, I love my baby. Look at his food. So he been taking his medicine, and he just ate. But I'm about to show y'all his food real quick. What I cooked him today. Shut that room door. Where were you at? In there with y'all? Mm-hmm. He got him a little egg with his cat food. Oh, excuse me. Mommy, come here, let me see him. Mama. So don't mind his little fur, because it's getting back. But this my baby. Look how little he is. He look big on camera, but he is still a baby. Look at him. And he would not stop meowing, y'all. He was meow, meow, meow. Like, I want my mommy. And right before he channeled me and seen where I was at, I felt his energy like, come outside. Some kept telling me like, put on some clothes and go outside and call him and find him. And I was about to. But another part of me was just like, I'm gonna just lay here. And he called me right at my bedroom window. Meow. soon as I heard that first, he couldn't even get it all the way out. I was like, I went out there with no shoes on in the cold. I'm like, Brian, get your butt over here, baby. And then I hurry up and put my boots on real quick. Went back out there. When I said, come here, and I was trying to walk towards him with no shoes on, he ran. But when I went and got my boots on, I came back out. He was right here on the porch. I had just shook the food like, here, baby, here. Gave him the food, and he came straight in. He was scared. His little tail was up. But my baby protected. My baby's home, because I'm telling you, Spirit, listen, it was right before I was about to lash out. The next day, I said, if my baby not here tomorrow, I'm going to go down there and knock on them people door. Can I see the 2 cats y'all just found? And I was about to get them a motherfucking piece of masculine, dark, not even masculine, dark, divine, feminine energy. They was going to be like, yeah, okay. And see the cats ain't mine, be like, damn, did all that for nothing. So I'm happy my baby home. I share y'all. I love y'all. Peace and love. And those that missed it, you'll find it again. I share. And thank you, Tony Marie, for being here.